Hello and happy Sunday, everybody. Today is Sunday, August the 18th, and this is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. This is workshop number 135, and it is titled Make Room for Happiness. So hello and happy Sunday, everybody. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. If you don't want to see all the hi hellos, just go ahead and grab that little bar and go on over to about 10 minutes because that's when it kind of dies down a little bit. But if you want to say hello, we would love to say hello back. And if this is your very first time watching, please let us know because we would like to welcome you. But it's another Sunday and it is so hot. If you want to know what the humidity is in Knoxville, you do not have to check with the weatherman. You can just check my hair. So yeah, my hair will tell you exactly what the humidity is in Knoxville today. Hello Carol Lou, hello Betty, and hello April. Super hot, super hot. Hello Carol, another Carol, and hello Teresa. So yeah, Karen, accountability buddy Karen and I walked this afternoon. It was so hot, so hot. Hello Bernice and hello Sherry, and we did not take any water with us. Not going to recommend that. Hello Mary Ann from Pennsylvania, and hello Barbara. Yes, it is a hot sunny Sunday and it is 97 degrees still. Is it still 97, Barbara? Because I haven't gone back out since Karen and I walked. And hello, Sandra from Dingman's Ferry. Hello, Cheyenne. Hello, Sandy from northeastern Kansas. And hello, Kathy from Ohio. And yeah, thank you, Carol Lou. This shirt is probably, I don't even know, probably 4 or 5 years old, but I love it. Hello, Vicky. I don't know, it's just a staple in my household. Do you all have shirts that you wear all the time? Hello, another Stacy. Okay, so we've got dueling Stacys, dueling Kathys, dueling Carols. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Sherry from Connecticut. So I think we've got like 3 Sherrys now on here tonight. Hello, Renee. And hello, my Christy from Louisville, Kentucky. And hello, Sandra. Oh, it's Sandra's very first time seeing it live. So everybody stop and say hello to Sandra. Hi, Sandra. So we're so glad that you're here and we're so glad that you are joining us live. And hello, Karen from East Tennessee. Me too. Hello, everybody from East Tennessee. Hello, Lacey. And hey, Chris. Chris, I hope everything's still settling down at your house. And let's see. Oh, and Barbara's going to check the weather for us after we get done. And hello, Angela. Hello. Yes, and Barbara says hello again. And hello, Trish. And let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all are saying hi to Sandra. Doy, sorry, because I just told y'all to say hi to her. Anyway, okay. Hello, Myra. Again, today is Sunday, and it is August the 18th. Super hot here. So what we're going to make something in the second half of the chat. So that's the part that Casey calls the extra credit portion. We're gonna make something yummy, light, refreshing. Hello, Roberta from Ohio, Bobby in Ohio. So Roberta, I just have to say, I have a Roberta cook that works for me, and she goes by Bobby. So it freaks me out every time I see your name because I think, what's Bobby doing here? Because she's supposed to be off. Anyway, hello, Roberta from Ohio. And hello, let's see, who else down here? Hello, Lisa. And hello, Lisa. Y'all are so funny because you're like coming in pairs. 2 Sherrys, 2 Lisas, 2 Sherrys. Y'all like Sherry's rocking it. Anyway, okay, so again, 135. Aloha, Kathy. 130. This is number 135. And let's see. Oh no. Okay, Chris's life is supposed to be calming down, but instead they had a smoking boat today and had to have it towed in. Okay, I didn't know you could have a boat towed. But anyway, hello, Melissa. Sandra had a great week. She lost 1.8 pounds. That is awesome. Hello, Irma. Hello, Heather. And Dusty can smell what we're cooking tonight, so he is already down here crying. So sorry if y'all can hear him. Whee! He's making that little noise. But anyway, and hello, Ree. This is Ree's first time here. Hello. I'm so glad that you are here. Everybody welcome Ree. It's just R-E-E. And, okay, so we're going to get chatting. Who made your little chart last week? We're gonna get to that in just a second. But, who actually paid attention last week? I'm pausing here and saying this because I paid attention to you last week and I lost 3 pounds. So yeah, 3 last week, just paying attention from our chat last week. So last week was about snacks. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. Oh, Sue's from New Zealand. What? Hi, Sue from New Zealand. Oh my gosh, we're so happy that you're here. Welcome. Everybody tell Sue, hello. She's from New Zealand. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. That is so exciting. So what time is it in New Zealand? I don't even know what time zone you are in. I don't know. I have no idea. You'll have to tell me. You'll just have to tell me. But anyway, okay. So last week we talked about snacking. And then this week we are going to talk about happiness. So snacking, happiness, snacking, I don't know, felt like a winner. You know, I know it's not all about weight loss, and we talk about that too. We do have a chat for that. But, you know, last week we did talk about snacking, and I took it to heart. I've definitely, you know, listened. So who sat your bottom in a little chair last week? Or sat your little bottom in a chair last week? So who attended a physical workshop and sat your bottom in a chair? Give me a thumbs up if you did. If you're with us, and Lisa lost too. Awesome. So give me a thumbs up. Okay, well, hold on. Sue says it is Monday at noon. It is lunchtime. How funny. So it's tomorrow. That is so funny. Anyway, super happy. So if I ever get a chance to come to New Zealand, I would love to see you. My sister is obsessed with New Zealand, so I'm just wondering if it all is as pretty as it looks like on our TV. And hello, Suzanne from Massachusetts. Yay. Yeah, and Vicky's glad to be here. She feels very blessed by this. But, okay, so last week, thumbs up if you sat your bottom in a little chair last week, and if you were watching this with us live on our Facebook page, you can just hit that little button at the bottom and you can do a thumbs up to let me know that you attended a physical workshop last week. If you're watching this later, if you were watching it in our closed group, or if you're watching it on YouTube, you can just do the emoji for a thumbs up, or you can just say me. You know, you can just let me know. So everybody that sat your bottom in a little chair last week, a thumbs up. And y'all are already jumping ahead. The girls that have been here for a while know if you attended with us here last week, give me a heart. Or if you did both, give me a heart. And I got to tell you, what we're making for the second half is killing me. It's killing me and Dusty because it smells so good. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to wait until the end. And Sue lost 900 grams this week. I have no idea how much that is, but it sounds awesome. Now I'm kind of wishing we weighed in grams because I want to say I lost 900 something. That sounds very exciting to me. But everybody who attended a first physical workshop last week, or you attended here with us, or both, here are your Bravo stickers. Good job. Good job, ladies. Don't think we have any guys right now, but if we do, good job, good job. So there are your Bravo stickers, and hello, Liz. So last week we talked about snacks. And we talked about, you know, hello, Andrea. So Andrea, hopefully you successfully made a sweet potato. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, hopefully Andrea hopefully she figured out how to make a sweet potato. And thank you, Sandra. Those are, Sandra said she loved my earrings. Hello, Lynn. I think I got these at, let me think. I think I got them at the half-price sterling silver place in Las Vegas. Don't know. Pretty sure. I used to get a lot of stuff there. But anyway, so snacks. Yeah, so we talked about that a lot last week. So we talked about, you know, are you hungry? I kept these out. Are you hungry? And if you're not hungry, don't eat. Because apparently I was in the habit of just eating, you know, every night. Hello, Loretta. You know, just saving up points and, you know, and eating my snacks. Well, I didn't do that last week. So last week, oh, and Melissa said, thank you for the Flamin' Hot Corn Puffs. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. Those are awesome, aren't they? And you can't eat, I don't think, as many of them because they are hot. Oh, and Lisa did the air fryer mushrooms, and her daughter tried to take them away from her. Awesome, awesome. And Liz, yes, this is August 18th. So today is the August 18th one. Yes, that is today. And as of right now, this is August the 18th. But we also talked about bulking it up, and so I tried to make sure that all of my snacks last week, you know, had some extra, you know, fruits or vegetables or something, you know, or if it was just going to be a fruit that I added like a string cheese or something to it. So we did talk about that a lot last week. Didn't see a lot of y'all do your homework. I don't think I missed anybody. I'll have to go back and look. Oh, and Liz had trouble finding us, but we're here, and this is live right now, Liz, so you made it. You're in the right place. Oh, and Betty is going on a road trip next weekend, and she's going to go back and review to get ideas. That is a perfect thing to do for a road trip. But so last week's homework was to make a snack strategy. So it was to find something, you know, and either bulk it up or to, you know, think ahead, you know, do you need that snack? Do you want that snack? You know, or to have a snack in your, you know, kind of in your hip pocket, you know, to have what's that snack going to be, you know, in your hip pocket that you're going to use, you know, for when you have a snack attack, you know, or when you need a snack, to make sure that we're just, you know, not mindlessly eating. Okay, and Sue says 900 grams equals 1.98 pounds. I'm going to start calling it grams though, because I like that. I like that 900. Okay. And the weather in East Tennessee also means, so any of y'all that come here to visit, just be prepared. You need to go ahead and bring your Zyrtec and your nasal spray because you're going to need it. That's like a welcome to East Tennessee thing, you know, when people first get here. So, sorry, I'll be drinking my water a lot. And I also did not get a chance to do my nails yet this week because we have been busy. But This is not turning into a nail chat, but I wanted to show y'all which ones I'm going to be using. And so sorry y'all can't have these because this one was an exclusive and this one is a retired color. Casey does Color Street in case anybody's interested, but this is what I'll be doing later this week to keep me from chewing on the sides of my nails. So I'm super excited about those. When she had her sale in the chapel last weekend, I kept going over there and going, hope nobody's getting those paisley ones. Hope nobody's taking the paisley ones. I want the paisley ones. But anyway, so please do make your snack strategy. Kind of have that in your back pocket. You know what you're going to do. Pack it, and take it. I will say this. We talked a lot about only eating when you're hungry. So I had gotten into a habit, and I'm going to call it a habit because I was doing it every single night, of making it, of eating. I know they are, Lynn, aren't they? Of eating, I was saving up points and eating my, hello Debbie, Orlando Debbie. But I had gotten into a habit every single night of having my snack whether I was hungry or not. And even though I had the points and I had saved the points, I was eating a lot of extra food that apparently I didn't need to be eating because it was 3 pounds. Or let's see, according to Sue's math, that would be like, let me think, 1,200 grams? I don't know. I'm not good at math. Anyway, so if 900 is 1.98, that'd be 1,350. I don't know. Whatever. Hello, Alicia. It just sounds exciting to do it by the gram, so I'm going to start doing that. But one of the nights we had an evening where I did not get to go home when I thought I was going to, and I was starving, and I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Hello, Karen from Long Island. What am I going to do? And I realized, it was actually Monday, and I was like, I've still got the rest of Alyssa's snacks in my backpack. So I rummaged around over there and pulled it out, and I still had half of a bag of carrots, baby carrots, and I still had some sugar snap peas, and y'all know how much I love sugar snap peas. And let me think, what else did she have in there? Oh, and an apple. And I was eating the sugar snap peas like they were, Dale says it's 1,360.7 grams. So I wasn't too far off. I was like on either side of that. But anyway, oh yeah, and Sandy says she discovered she was having a snack just because it was on schedule. Exactly. But when I reached in there and I started eating those carrots and the sugar snap peas, I was like, oh my gosh, these taste so good. These are so good. And then I realized, these are so good because I'm hungry. So, okay, so that was last week. So that was the snacks that we were talking about last week. I do still want to see your ideas. Hopefully everybody made one of these. If you did not make one of these last week, go ahead and get you just a piece of scrap paper. Put your hand on there like you used to do in school. Put your hand on there and trace around it. You can still do this week or next week or the next week or the next week. It's not too late to do it. The thumb was... Oh no, let's see. The thumb was the last thing we did. Your finger was something that you have trouble with. Stacking. Mine was boredom. A reason that you snack. A time that you, not trouble, a time that you snack, or sometime that you, or a reason that you find yourself snacking. So mine was out of boredom, and not boredom so much like I don't have anything to do. It's more boredom from, we are, in case y'all haven't already guessed this, we are go all day long, go. We're trying to figure out how not to go so much, but from like 4:30 a.m. until we just crash, we're go. So when I say boredom, I mean, I've just slowed down long enough, slow down for a few minutes and just go, I'd like to have a little something to eat, but it's not because I'm hungry. So boredom, something that I have a problem with, stopping. Something that I have some food item that I have a big problem with when I snack. Mine was chips. The last one was something that would help me to not snack mindlessly or to have a snack accident, and that would be witnesses. So not eating alone. And so on your thumb, which was the last thing, was a strategy that you were going to have this week, and mine was no secret eating. So I didn't do that, and 3 pounds. Just saying, not going to do that every week, but obviously I was eating too much in snacks and probably too many salty snacks because I do tend to hold water. Okay, so that was last week, and the recipe from last week looked pretty good. I don't know if anybody tried it. Didn't see anybody trying it. And yes, okay, so that is so funny. Debbie said, did you ever try any of the G. Hughes products that were in your Orlando gift? She never asked me if I liked them. Funny you should mention that, Debbie. We are actually using one of them tonight, and you know what? I forgot to get it out. So if I don't get it out, because it's refrigerated now, since it's open, but yes, we were enjoying them very much. The honey mustard, Debbie, oh my gosh, Oh my gosh. And we took a picture of what we ate it with, but I haven't had time to post it yet. But oh my gosh, they are so good. Thank you so much. And we did use one of them tonight. So remind me when it gets to the second half to pull that out. But this week we were talking about making room for happiness, and if you're new to WW, or if you're watching this for some other reason, like if you're just doing, looking for, some way to be well, some other ways to be healthy, or if it's your 10th time around, with WW or Weight Watchers, and you might be thinking, happiness, why are we talking about happiness? What does that have to do with weight loss or with health, with your overall health? So I will say, and today was living proof, being happy really, really does make a difference. There is scientific proof that happier people do better at more things. It's not just weight loss. Happier people do better at work. Happier people are better, more you want to be around them because they're happy. Happier people do tend to have more energy, weight loss, just things like that. So I don't know if you know this or not, but people are not, you might be born to be happy. Like I think Alyssa is just naturally just a happy baby. Nobody taught her that, she's just 1.5 years old, but once you get to be, a little bit older, you have to really try to be happy. So it's up to you, whether or not you're going to be happy. Thank you, Loretta. Loretta says my t-shirt is motivational. So I'm trying to be, maybe I should have worn one that said happy. But being a winner is, is happy. But so sometimes you have to stop yourself and think and remember, there are lots of things every single day, to be happy about. So, I'm not 5'10". I could be blonde if I wanted to be. I don't care to be blonde anymore. I'm not 20 years old anymore. There's a whole lot of things about, getting older that, that I could be unhappy about. But I have to remember, I have 2 legs that work. I have 2 arms. Bless you. Was that a sneeze? I think John sees. Anyway, I have a happy family, I have a healthy family. So there's lots of things to be happy about. You just have to remind yourself every day. But let's see what WW says about it. We're all in pursuit of happiness, right? Right? Yeah. It's a basic human drive to seek not only momentary joy and pleasure, but also a longer lasting sense of life satisfaction and well-being. But how much of happiness is actually within our control? Okay, I think a lot. And they say, oh, and here's your weekly this week. That's what it looked like this week. So hopefully if you went to a physical workshop, you picked one up, and if not, hopefully you printed it out from online. And I will say the app still does not have, here, let's just check it real quick. It has not had the, oh, Cheryl has a new granddaughter. Congratulations. That's something to be very happy about. Let's see if the app has this week's topic on there. It has not for the last couple of weeks. Let's see. I do not see it. So I don't know what is up with that, but the app itself has not had the weekly topic on there. So you will actually have to log on. Hello, Joyce from west of Ann Arbor. Ooh, you're late. You're not late. You're okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. A couple of y'all are talking to each other, but so WW says this as well. Quite a bit, it turns out. So how much, let's see, how much of happiness is actually within your control? Quite a bit, it turns out. Research shows that about 40% of our happiness is determined by what we do, as opposed to our genetics or circumstances, and small behavior changes can make a huge difference. The payoffs are both emotional and physical. According to science, happier people make healthier choices when it comes to eating, activity, and sleep. Meanwhile, engaging in healthy behaviors can contribute to happiness. It's a continuous cycle. The funny thing is, we often get busy and forget to prioritize the things that make us happy. That's why you need a happiness plan. Have you ever thought about that? That we need a happiness plan? Oh, hello, Rosie. That we need a happiness plan. So having a, so they suggest that we have a happy hour, like a happy hour. So one of the things I suggested is to choose an activity that you enjoy doing alone. Okay, just going to tell you, I don't enjoy doing a whole lot alone because I prefer to be with other people. So that one was funny to me because I was like, I don't know, maybe walking Dusty, but that's still not alone. That's still not alone, is it? The second thing was an activity you enjoy doing with others. That is me. Like volunteering or spending special time with a child. That will be tomorrow, because tomorrow is Monday. Or an activity that you find meaningful, like, or I'm sorry, I skipped one. An activity you enjoy doing with others, going on a hike, or maybe or out to eat or something like that. I would say no, let's not focus on activities that have to do with going out to eat, because then we have to go back to a whole nother chat about eating out. Anyway, and hello Jackie, and hello Martha from Louisiana. And then it says an activity you find meaningful, like volunteering or spending special time with a child. Okay, so there was the child thing. I know Betty says I love alone. Casey's the same way. She loves to be alone. I don't like it. Okay, and Dusty Buddy, no, I don't have anything for you. So, okay, so being happy. Do you remember those cartoons? I think it's Charles Schulz that did the Happiness Is cartoons. So we talked about those last week. We talked about okay, Teresa says I like to run alone. I don't like to run. If y'all ever see me running, but good for you, Teresa, though. But if y'all ever see me running, you better run too, because there's something chasing me. Yeah, because I won't ever be running just to be running. But anyway, if you all remember those, I think it's Charles Schulz cartoons that are Happiness Is, and it was like, happiness is a warm puppy. Happiness is oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of them. Well, I was going through this week, trying to find some of my favorites, and the one that I posted for the yeah, and Lynn says me too, Kelly, I think about the running. So the one that I posted for this event, was the one that was Happiness Is, a warm puppy. And you just think about that and you think, gosh, yeah, a puppy and puppy's breath, and puppy kisses, and things like that, it just does make you happy, new babies, for those of you all who have, several of you all have new grandbabies. That has to make you so happy. But there are so many other, other things that you can just keep in mind. Sorry, excuse me, I'm getting choked. To keep you happy. Like every day I try to remember, excuse me. Oh yeah, and Betty says, remember that song, don't worry, be happy. There is truth in that, so there is truth in being happy, but again, what did they say? 40% of our happiness is determined by what we do. So I try every day when I get up and get in the shower to remember to be happy I have a bed that I can sleep in. I have hot water almost every day. They're getting ready to start working on the bridge outside of our loft, so I don't know, it might be dicey there for a little while, but I have somewhere safe to live. I don't have to worry about, food. We always have more than enough food. So I try to be happy, instead of saying, well, I didn't get this, or I didn't get that, or I was, didn't get what I wanted, or I wasn't that person in line, or, whatever, to try and be happy, about whatever the situation is. And that doesn't mean that you can't ever get mad. I get mad sometimes too. But if you just try to be happy about it, I really do think it releases different endorphins in your brain. It makes you stop, take a break, kind of step back, a little bit, and then you make better choices. So I know, we talk about emotions, and we had a chat for that. But when we were talking about emotions, sometimes happy does equal food. Like if you're celebrating a wedding, if you're going, a birthday party, something like that. That might be a happy thing that would trigger food. But I make better choices when I'm happy. So the other day at work, I was all prepared. I had my food. I was good. I was gonna make it. And then I had person after person after person after person after person. And it wasn't. I don't know, it just, kind of stressed me out, and I kept thinking, my food's in the refrigerator, I don't get to have my food, whatever. And I'm sorry, Christy's happy there is coffee, yeah. And Debbie says, favorite summer pick video, was Alyssa walking with Daisy. Oh yeah, I know, that makes me, yes, thank you, that makes me happy too, Orlando Debbie. But, and Loretta says she's happy when she wakes up in the morning. And Jerry, hi Jerry. But, what was I going to say? But anyway, so you can ask Casey, I was working myself up to be mad, because I didn't get to go eat my lunch, and I was going to eat, and it was 2:30 and whatever, and I was working myself up to get mad. And you know what happens when I do that? I make bad choices. So let's try to be happy. Let's keep it happy. Try to find some happy, you know, and Evie says she makes a choice to be happy. But try to be happy, because I'm serious, you make so much better choices. And I'll tell you a food that's making me happy right now, and I know it's coming to an end really quick, but I have bought already sliced watermelon there's a Food City across the street from the new showroom. I have bought already sliced watermelon probably, I don't know, 2 times a week. I bought some more today and put it in the refrigerator at work, but that makes me happy right now. So knowing that there is watermelon, no matter what else is there to eat, knowing that I have watermelon at work is making me happy. Okay, so we have 5 minutes until we get to all of this, and this smells so good that I'm gonna go ahead and give you your homework so that we can get cracking on this, because I'm dying to try this. So, okay, so make room for happiness. This was the recipe for this week. That looks strange to me, so someone who likes figs with goat cheese, let me know how it is. I'm probably not gonna be making that. It's pretty though. That was pretty. So your homework for this week is, I want you to have a happy hour. So whatever the happy hour is, and if you can't squeeze in an hour, because I know a lot of you are super, super busy, you know, and can't squeeze in a whole 60 minutes. So if you can't get 60 minutes all at one time, how about 2 30 minutes or 3 20 minutes? But I want you to find 1 hour, even if it's broken up into smaller bits this week, that you have your happy hour, and tell me what you're going to do. So tag me in it so that I know you did your homework and I can give you your Bravo stickers. Not a lot of y'all did your homework last week, so I think I only handed out maybe, I don't know, 6 or 8 Bravo stickers last week. Unless I missed somebody, and let me know if I missed you. But what I want you to do is find figure out what you're going to do for that hour. And if it's 60 minutes, 30 minutes, or 3 20 minutes, go ahead and tell me what you're going to do to have your happy hour this week, and that will get you your Bravo sticker. So mine will be tomorrow as usual, and I already know it, and I'm already happy knowing it. And it's funny because I already know what I'm going to eat tomorrow because I'm going to be with Alyssa. So I eat like a toddler, when I'm with her. So it's lots of fruits and vegetables. That girl, she would eat an apple all day, every day. Apples, bananas, sugar snap peas, carrots, anyway, it makes me happy knowing that tomorrow, is my day. So I will definitely make some better choices knowing that we're headed to that. But tag me in it. If you're going to tag me on Instagram, it's just at the @ If You Have an Egg. If you're going to tag me here on our Facebook page, it's at If You Have an Egg. If you're going to tag me in our closed group, it's at Kelly Green Milligan. And if you want to be in our closed group, please, hello Vicki, please remember to answer the 3 questions. And if you're going to invite a friend, please remember to tell them to answer the 3 questions. I have 30, I'm back up to like 31 or 32 people that I can't let in right now because they didn't answer the questions. But anyway, so tag me at Kelly Green Milligan in that one. And then, let's see, if it's on Connect, on WW Connect, it is at Scrap and Stamp 2. And if it's YouTube or on the blog, just talk to me because I'll get those anyway. Okay, so that is your homework for this week. Everybody do your homework so I can hand out some Bravo stickers. And let's see, let's go ahead. I've got 2 minutes to spare. Woohoo! Okay, so we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to talk about all of this. And it smells so good and I haven't even started cooking it yet. So give me just a second and we'll be back for part 2. Just a second. Okay, now it's time to take your drink of water. And Dusty's literally just like, he's about to pass out. I don't know if y'all can hear him or not, but he is walking right underneath my feet. Oh, and now he's touching me. No, buddy. No, you don't get any food. So he's touching me, wanting some of this food. Okay, so part 2. This is chat number 135. Today is August the 18th. And Casey will, oh, wait a second. Jennifer wants to know, what is the first milestone to get a charm at meetings? I think the first thing you get is a keychain, and then you get a 5, let me think. No, is it a 5-pound charm? I'm trying to think. And you used to get one for attending 6 out of the first 8 meetings, but I'm not sure. Can somebody help us out with that? So that's Jennifer that had that question. If somebody can help her out with what the first charm is, the first milestone charm is at a meeting. But this is chat number 135, and today is August the 18th. And Casey will separate this out as a separate chat because this, what we're getting ready to talk about, could be, y'all could use this as a separate, as a separate thing. So John's mother did get her, yeah, okay, Myra says it is a 5 pound, and Lynn does too. Anyway, so John's mom got her official diagnosis, and she has Lewy body dementia. So we are suddenly, our focus is suddenly in a completely different direction, you know, on food. So, you know, we always have been, or not always, but, you know, we've been trying to eat healthy. We've been doing WW for a long time. I've been doing it for let's see, Casey's 25. So I've been doing it for 23 years, I guess. And so it's always been, or most of the time, my focus has been about weight loss, you know, like blinders on, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. WW has led me down a healthier path, you know, as they keep improving, the programs, to not just be focused on weight loss. So tonight, what we're going to talk about, and this is why I said this could be a totally separate chat, even for people who are not doing WW. So Casey will post this separately, and she has been posting, I don't know, probably the last 15 or 20 or so, she has been posting as a separate chat. So if you ever want to just watch the extra credit portion, you can see those on YouTube. So last week's snack chat, you don't have to watch the whole hour. You can just watch the second 30 minutes, and it's on YouTube. It's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. But tonight we are going to talk quickly about food for your brain. So not just food for your body. You know, you've all heard that. What is it? Let's see, eat to live, not live to eat. So I spent, you know, the first however many years that would be of my life living to eat instead of eating to live. So since John's mom has gotten this diagnosis, I've been trying to think, you know, a little bit differently about what we're eating. And my accountability buddy Karen has been on me, you know, because she does do a lot of research, you know, into, I don't know, just a lot of different things. But we're going to do something that is on the MIND diet. So John's mother's neurologist is part of the Genesis Neuroscience Clinic, and they have a diet it's a MIND diet. And it's not from them, it's from the, let's see, it is, I guess it's from the Rush University Medical Center, maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Okay, but it's the MIND diet, and it's the Mediterranean Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay. Don't ask me to explain that. Okay, but listen to what they recommend. So this is a prevention strategy for optimal brain health. But listen how I don't know, coincidental it is that this goes hand in hand with what we're doing at WW. So, because, you know, they keep taking us down this healthier path, you know, sure, it's still about weight loss, but they keep, you know, kind of nudging us towards, you know, being healthier too. Well, this one's brain healthy instead of just body healthy. It's brain healthy too. So the 10 brain healthy food groups. The first one is green leafy vegetables, spinach, kale, etc., more than 6 times a week. 0 points. 0 Freestyle Smart points. Other vegetables more than once daily. 0 Smart points. Nuts, not 0 Smart points, but nuts 5 times a week as snacks. So what they're saying is, you know, save, I know they're not talking about points, but, you know, save a little bit, you know, and have those as some snacks. Berries twice a week, 0 Smart points. Beans 3 times a week, 0 Smart points. Are you starting to see a trend here? Whole grains, brown rice, bulgur, and quinoa. Okay, not 0, but they're lower, you know, in Smart points. And you're not eating a huge, you know, amount of those. Fish twice a week. Anybody? 0 Smart points. Poultry twice a week. If it's chicken breast or turkey breast, 0 Smart points. Olive oil. You know, we used to have to put a little bit of olive oil, you know, in our meals, and if we spread it out, you know, it's not that many Smart points if you just use a little bit. And for my wine drinking friends, wine, a small glass of wine. So congratulations. We're going to go over some more of this after we get this food going, but we got to get the food going first. Okay. So we're going to make a brain healthy meal for tonight, and we have not had supper yet. So I'm literally like, whoa, you know, not dying, but, you know, this smells so good, and I think it's because we haven't eaten yet. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky because I have to work over here too, so I'm going to show you all as much of this as I can, and later, not tonight, but another day, Casey and I'll try to do a video on it so you can see close up what we're doing. But this is what we're going to start with. This is going to have, and I'm going to put it all into a big pan, but we're going to have, you know, talked about eating beans. We're going to have garbanzo beans. So this is about 1.5 cups. It's 1 can of garbanzo beans, and those are just chickpeas. It's going to have garlic. So it's got a tablespoon of garlic, It does have 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and this is going to be spread out over what we're making. It has, this is about 1/8 of a cup or 2 tablespoons of Bragg liquid aminos. And Bragg, oh, and Carolyn's having a glass of wine for me. Good, so you're helping your brain. Bragg liquid aminos are these. It's a natural soy sauce alternative, and it does have some, some B vitamins and things like that in it. So, this might be good for our brains, because I know B12 is really good for your brain. It has that in there. It has a little bit of Dax citrus groove, and it'll make sense in a second with what we're making. It has rice wine vinegar, which is this. It's about 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. It's going to have some chopped up green onions. Oh, and I just knocked that one over. I had accidentally made a hidden Mickey. Dang it. And I knocked it over before I showed it to you, which is green onions. Could be the other vegetable. It's going to have 1 hard-boiled egg chopped up. And the hard-boiled eggs, if you haven't seen the hard-boiled egg video, Casey and I shot another one that only lasts, it's like 1.5 minutes. So if you want to see it really quick, maybe it's 2 minutes. If you want to see it really quick, that one I don't think I've put on YouTube yet, but it is on Facebook, and it's on Insta TV, whatever that thing's called. So it's going to have one of those, but they're perfect hard-boiled eggs. It's going to have berries, because remember we talked about that, and it is going to have kale. So they were talking about having leafy greens. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get I have a big pot here, because the kale is going to start out huge. So I am going to, turn my stove eye on to medium, and I'm going to put in the olive oil, the 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to put that in there. Then I'm going to put the garlic in, and this is just minced garlic, if it'll come out. Put the garlic in there. I'm going to put the Bragg liquid aminos in there. And I'm going to hold the rice wine vinegar. So I'm going to get this going first. So we're going to let this get heated up first. Okay, and while that's heating up, we're going to go ahead and get working on the salmon. So this is one of the marinades that Orlando Debbie gave us. So she was kind enough to bring us some G. Hughes sugar-free marinades that we couldn't find. We had not been able to find here in Knoxville yet. So hopefully they're on their way. But she did find those, and she'll have to let you know. I think she found them at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. But this is just 2 pieces of center-cut wild-caught salmon. And I've never had anybody ask me which part of the salmon I wanted, and I was like, I don't know, I just need 2 pieces that are about this big. But apparently this is center cut. And yes, Betty, I will post the recipe. So this has just been marinating in some of the G. Hughes. It's the orange ginger, I think, marinade, and I'll get that out in a second. But we're just going to cook this in the air fryer. The salmon fillets are just going to go in the air fryer. And I have sprayed the bottom of the air fryer only because we're not going to flip this. So since I can't spray the bottom of the salmon, I sprayed the air fryer, and that's just to help the salmon come out a little bit easier. But we're going to cook it on 360 degrees for 10 minutes. And I know one of you is getting ready to ask me what that is again. 360 for 10 minutes. And Lynn doesn't like salmon. So Lynn, if you like any other kind of fish, pick another kind of fish. And it's funny because Karen doesn't like salmon either. So I'm just going to lay these in here, skin side down. So these are just in my Simple Living Products air fryer, skin side down. And remember, I sprayed the bottom. And I'm going to put it in there. It's already on 360. I'm going to take it down to 10 minutes and let it go. Because the salmon, you want to stop it a little bit. You want to stop it a little bit early, because it will continue to cook, after you take it out. So, and salmon is better if it's just a little bit on the raw side. So Barbara's exactly right. Tuna would be good. It looks like several of you all don't eat fish. So, it does say for a heart-healthy diet, that you can have poultry. So maybe you should, skip to, some other kind of poultry. Okay. Now, over here, we have everything that I put in here is starting to heat up nicely, so I'm going to stir it real quick. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put all of the kale in there. So this entire bag of kale, and this is triple washed, so you all know I'll be telling you to wash this if it wasn't already, but this is triple washed, so I'm going to put this in there. You can see it's going to take up this whole pot, but it's going to cook way down. Okay, and I'm going to toss it just a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to cover it. So we're going to cover it and we're going to let it steam for 10 minutes. So I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. So about the same amount of time that oh, I forgot my chickpeas. The chickpeas are supposed to go in there too. Hold on. The chickpeas don't have to cook. You just want them to be warm. And it's funny, the kale is already starting to wilt and get smaller. So it's going to be, it'll be less than half of what it is now. Okay. And Liz wants to know, oh wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. So Teresa says, nope, wash it yourself. I'm a microbiologist. Okay, well, it's a little late now. So I do normally wash everything. And Orlando Debbie says, someone found a frog in their triple washed greens, like a live frog. Because I would have kept it. I would have kept the live frog. And Liz wants to know if my cabinets are maple. I have no idea. We do countertops. I don't know. They came with the loft. And let's see. Oh, and Barbara says it's too hot to cook, and she loves chickpeas. Well, that's why I'm using the air fryer, because the air fryer doesn't put off any heat. And Dana says that would be the end of her. Okay. So while this is cooking, though, while those are cooking, let me read you this. Okay, additional lifestyle tips, and again, this is for the prevention of brain, issues, prevention strategies for optimal brain health. So, see if any of these sound familiar. Well, they do talk about for continuing with diet and lifestyle, additional lifestyle tips. Avoid products with artificial sweeteners or corn syrup. That's also more points sometimes. Avoid baked goods, cookies, cakes, pies, and pastries. Get 5 fruits and vegetables a day. Snack on fruits, vegetables, nuts, and yogurt. We've talked about that before just last week. Use olive oil, MCT oil, no more than 1 alcoholic drink per day. So even though you're going to use the red wine to help your brain, no more than 1 a day. Vitamin D apparently is good for us. Exercise 4 hours per week. Brisk walking outdoors or at the mall. Indoor cycling, water aerobics, Pilates, or yoga are some suggestions. We also have been talking about that. Mental stimulation, cultural events, plays, museums, athletic events, meditation, exercise groups, second language practice, playing a musical instrument, choir. Did we not just talk about this? Did we not really just talk about this? Social activities, volunteer work, church or other spiritual group, travel, neighborhood associations or clubs, senior center or adult day programs and group activities. We literally have just been talking about this. Other health tips: stop smoking and ask others not to smoke around you. Lose weight if you are overweight. Treat signs of depression. Treat sleep disorders. Control diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and get your vaccines. Okay, so this side is the cheater side. This is the easy side. So the diet recommendations, again, whole grains, 3 per day. So that's things like brown rice, oats, quinoa, whole wheat pasta, whole wheat breads. Again, things that we have been incorporating into our WW diet. Green leafy vegetables, at least 1 a day. Kale and spinach. But shocker, romaine lettuce counts. Not iceberg lettuce, but romaine lettuce counts. So I know a lot of you don't like things like kale. Some of you don't eat spinach, but romaine lettuce, that's just a salad. I mean, you can make it into a salad. You can put it on a hamburger. You can put it on, on a whole lot of things. But, but romaine lettuce, so that's a good one. non-starchy vegetables. So that's not like potatoes or sweet potatoes. Non-starchy vegetables: carrots, cucumbers, broccoli, tomato, and celery. So Alyssa and I are going to live forever, and our brains are going to be perfect because we eat a ton of carrots every time that we're together. Berries, at least 2 times per week: strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Those go great in everything. Those go great in yogurt. Those go great in, everything. Proteins: fish or seafood at least 1 time per week. Poultry at least 2 times per week. So they suggest salmon, tuna, shrimp, chicken, or turkey. So y'all could make, so for those of you who don't eat fish, you could do that man's turkey tenderloin. That would be perfect. And I think John would eat that every day if I would make it. Nuts and seeds. You don't have to oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to sidetrack for a second. Linda says that she was in Chattanooga this week for work for her first time in Tennessee, and she thought about me. Oh, how sweet. And we love Chattanooga. Chattanooga is my second favorite city in Tennessee. And it's so funny that y'all are talking about frogs, because I bought something else at the store today. Does anybody want to guess what I bought at the store today besides my salmon? Since y'all are talking about frogs. I wasn't going to say anything, but now that y'all are talking about them. And I do love frogs. I love to watch them and something else. Anyway, let's see. Jackie would like to screenshot that list if I can hold it up. Okay, so hold on. I can't tell if I'm holding it. And of course, it's backwards. Jackie, it's backwards. I'll just have to take a picture of it and post it. But anyway, so nuts and seeds. You don't have to eat. I brought frog legs today. Hey, tatters. So yeah. Oh wait, let me stir my greens. I bought frog legs today, if you can believe it. Yeah, this is looking really good, and it smells super, super good. Okay. Okay, so what I was going to say though about yeah, and Carol says she's with John on that man's turkey tenderloin. So what I was going to say though about the nuts and seeds, so there are some seeds that are less points than eating nuts, because like if I buy nuts, I'm just going to eat them. So instead I've got flaxseed, and I was going to use sunflower seeds, but I've run out of them. But nuts and seeds 1 time a day. Legumes. So beans, peas, lentils, at least 3 to 4 times a week. Olive oil any time of the day. So you can use, a little. You don't have to use a bunch of points of that. And then lemon or lemonade, soda, any type of soft drinks. Karen's been fussing. I don't drink soft drinks, but Karen's been fussing and fussing and fussing. She said that's really, really bad. Diet soda with all the artificial sweeteners. All artificial sweeteners. Okay, this one is going to be a little harder for me because they want us to get rid of stevia, truvia, Splenda, sweet and low, equal, etc., and high fructose corn syrup. That one's going to be hard. Red meat no more than 4 times a week. That one's not a problem for me. I don't know about you all, but beef and pork. Cheese no more than 1 time a week. So I think they're talking about like real cheese. Solid saturated fats like butter, stick, margarine, or coconut oil. All those things, the points are jacked up through the roof. So we tend to eat less of those anyway. But are y'all seeing a correlation here though? It's just so funny to me. When I was reading this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's like almost following WW anyway. Sweets and desserts, no more than 1 time a week. Pastries, desserts, or candy. And fried foods, no more than 1 time a week. So that brain healthy diet, there's absolutely no reason that we couldn't do that. Oh, we're about done. There's no reason that we couldn't do that hand in hand, with our WW diet. Okay, so we're down to the last minute. So I'm giving the last touch to the kale is we're going to put the rice vinegar on there. And you put this on at the end. You do not cook it the whole time in that. So you put that on at the end. And I'm going to put a sprinkle of the Dax Citrus Groove, and that's because we had the citrus on the salmon. I'm just going to put a sprinkle of that on there. Oh, and our salmon is done at the exact same time. So that's going to be perfect. And Dusty has come over here because he is pretty sure that means that he is good to go. Okay. So let me get a little bit of this out here and let me get this served up. Hold on just a second. So if you use this size bag of kale, this is going to make about 4 servings. So this is going to make about 4 servings. This is what the kale looks like with nothing else on it. Get off of there, kale. Okay, so this is what the kale looks like with nothing else on it yet. Okay, and let's see. Vicki says rice vinegar or red wine vinegar. Well, did I say both? Tonight I used rice vinegar because of the it's orange ginger that we put the salmon in. So I used. Wait, hold on. Why is everybody saying hi to Donna? But so tonight, and Betty, yes, it does smell good. So tonight I used rice vinegar just because of what's on the salmon, because of the marinade that's on the salmon. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to add the egg. So I'm going to add the hard-boiled egg. Again, it's perfectly hard-boiled because we did it in the air fryer. And pardon my fingers, this is for us, so y'all are not eating this. Okay, so now that's what it looks like with the hard-boiled egg added. And of course, the hard-boiled egg is 0 points. So what we have in here so far, we have kale. We have a whole bunch of kale. We had 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So the 1 tablespoon of olive oil divided over the 4 servings, that's going to be 1. That's going to be 1 smart point. The chickpeas are 0. Chickpeas, garbanzo beans, whatever you call them, those are 0. The rice vinegar is 0. The garlic is 0. The egg is 0. So right now we're still just at 1. And we already have all of this. Then we're going to add some of the berries. So we're going to add some of the blackberries to this. And it's going to be so pretty when we get done. Okay, now I'm going to add a piece of the salmon. So hold on just a second, I'll be right back. Let me show you what the salmon looks like. So you want to cook this until it's flaky, and I will flake it for you here in just a second. But because it's been marinated, see how pretty that looks? And I'll show you what it looks like flaked here in just a second. Okay, so we're going to add our piece of salmon to the top. So now it looks like this. And then the last little touches, we have the green onions. So I'm going to add just a couple of those to the top. And Dusty's like dying. He's dying. Then we have, this is flaxseed, and this is golden flaxseed. And there's nothing special about the golden. It's no more or less, good for you or tasty. It's just, it's golden instead of being brown. So 1 tablespoon is 1 point. I'm going to put about a half a tablespoon on here. Okay, so that's the golden flaxseed, and that's just Bob's Red Mill, and I think I got it at Kroger. And then if you want, you can add a little bit of our candied bacon recipe. So if you're not a meat eater, or not like a red meat eater, and I know we're talking about limiting them, but so a tablespoon, so this is just a tablespoon, to add to this. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon, and this is the candied bacon recipe. And if you want the recipe for that, that is already on, the candied bacon recipe is already on www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. So, okay, let me hold it up again. We might actually finish early tonight, and I may actually get to eat supper. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I will take a picture so that you all can see it again in a few minutes. And I'm sorry, Lynn just realized why I bought the frog legs. 4 ounces of raw frog legs is 1 smart point, and 4 ounces of raw frog legs is 2 of their little bottoms. But anyway, okay. So and Debbie says keep the flaxseed in the freezer to keep it from going rancid. So Mine is in a glass jar, and the rest of the bag is in the freezer. But anyway, so this is the kale salad. I'm trying not to dump it over. So this is the wilted kale salad, and it is wilted kale that we just made, and I will post the recipe someday. And it has a hard-boiled egg on it, and it has the salmon that we just cooked in the air fryer, and it has, let's see, greens and blackberries and everything that was on the brain healthy checklist. So the kale itself, okay, because let's see, Loretta says how many servings. So the kale itself would make about 4 servings. So I don't have it filled up all the way in this bowl. I've got it about, this is a pretty big bowl. I've got it about maybe a 1/4 of the way up in the bowl. And then the blackberries, just, you know, a serving's worth of blackberries, the 1 piece of salmon, the tablespoon of the candied bacon, and everything else. So that's all 1 serving. I'll still have 3 more servings. Yes, Lynn, it is a large serving. I will still have 3 more servings of the, and thank you, Sue. I will still have 3 more servings left of the kale, of the wilted kale salad, left to do something with, because we're just going to have 2 of them for supper tonight. But let me show you what the salmon looks like when you cook it in the air fryer. So again, that is, the salmon was 360 degrees for 10 minutes. And this is what it looks like. This is why you take it out. This is why you take it out before, you know, like at 10 minutes. Because it's going to continue to cook. So see how it's steaming? See how the salmon is still steaming? You want it to be flaky. You don't want the salmon to be flaky. You don't want it to be dry. If you cook it too long, it's going to get dried out. So see how flaky that is and how moist it still is? So that is perfect. So 360 degrees for 10 minutes is the maximum that I would do the salmon for. So, okay. We have 3 minutes left. So what questions do you all have? I will post this. I will talk slower when I post it. Might try to get Casey to, you know, do a video of doing the wilted kale again. But, so it's a wilted kale salad with some hard-boiled eggs, some blackberries, and the salmon. So we have hit, how many of the Mind Diet recommendations have we hit? Okay, so they recommend green leafy vegetables. Got it. Non-starchy vegetables, got it. Berries, got it. Protein, got it. Nuts and seeds, got it. Legumes, got it. Olive oil, got it. The only thing that this does not have out of this it's heart healthy too, out of this Mind Healthy diet, the only thing that it does not have is the whole grains. And if you wanted to add some whole grains, you certainly could. You could do some, you know, you could do some quinoa or something like that and put it in there. But we have hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 8. So I'm gonna consider that a success. And this whole thing is like 2 smart points, I think. 2. I think it is 2 smart points. We will have to figure that out because I think it's 3 because of the G hues that I use. Oh, let me show you that real quick. Hold on. This was the G hues that I used. So it's sugar-free orange ginger marinade. And thank you very much, Debbie, for that. So G hues, absolutely delicious. That's the marinade that we used. The Citrus Groove Dax is the spice that we used. And let me go ahead and take a bite of this real quick, because I always like to try these things for you all to let you know how they taste. Of course, I already know how it tastes, but let's see. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything in here. And I'm telling you, the salmon, and you don't even have to, this is so well done I don't mean well done like overcooked. I mean well done like so well done in the air fryer that you don't even have to take the skin off of the bottom of the salmon. It is absolutely okay to eat, and it has a lot of nutrients in it too. So that's a little bit of everything, and Dusty's literally gonna pass out. The only thing I didn't get was a berry. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Okay. So who is going to make salmon in the air fryer? So easy. and who is going to get started on keeping their brain healthy. So I'm serious. We all need to get started on this, and it's the same things that we're doing anyway for WW. Teresa just asked a really good question. I completely forgot to tell you all. Teresa, the marinade, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Only marinate salmon. If you're going to do it with salmon or some kind of fish, only do it for 30 minutes. If you marinate fish for longer than 30 minutes, and see, why would the salmon skin contain very high points? But anyway, no longer than 30 minutes, because if you do it for more than 30 minutes, it starts to break the fish down and it just falls apart. So 30 minutes, that was an excellent question. And Sue, I don't know why the salmon skin would have very high points. I don't think salmon skin has points, but it's not like chicken skin. Okay, so that is our chat for this week. I am going to get John back out here. I'm shocked he hasn't come out yet. But y'all have an amazing week. I'm going to get Dusty. Come here, Dusty. I don't think he's left my feet the whole night. Come here. So it's not like our normal night when he sleeps through everything. Come here, buddy. Of course, he thinks he's getting something, but if you all notice, I set my bowl. That's how good this is. If you all notice, I set my bowl over there so that he couldn't get it when I picked him up. But anyway, y'all have an awesome and amazing week. I hope you do something to be brain healthy this week, and we will keep you all posted on how she's doing. She had a great time with Alyssa today. Again, being happy really does cure a lot of things. She had a great day today. So you all stay happy and healthy and keep your brains healthy. And I will see you next week. See you later. Have an amazing week. Oh, and if you're watching this later on YouTube, just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. Don't forget to, I can't remember where we put them. I think it's subscribe or watch the next video. Subscribe. And then if you want one of our t-shirts on Spreadshirt, it should be right here. So y'all have a great week. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. And we'll see you next week. Good night.